All right, it's time to talk about conversations. Now, as your business is getting leads, customers are getting imported into the CRM, most likely you're going to have some outbound communication or some inbound communication happening from your marketing. And where does all those responses that are going out and coming in actually show up? Well, that is the conversations tab. This is one of my personal favorite sections because there's so much you can do on it. And it's just so great being able to see the history of a customer that's on the platform. Now, if you're not already there, on the left-hand side, you're going to notice this tab that says Conversations. If you click that, that's going to bring up your conversation section. And when you first get started, this may look a little blank, but it will start lighting up as you get more and more leads and conversations going on. Now, this first section right here, this is a couple of different things that I want to point out. The first is that there's an unread, there's a recents, and there's an all. Now, as you are getting messages back in, if someone responds to something that you're doing, that's going to show up on unread. Recents is going to show you the most recent messages that you've sent out, and all is going to show all the back and forth communication that has come in. It's important to check between the two because sometimes your past messages may not have been responded to, and so they're not going to all show up on unread. But if you click all, you can see all your messages. What's also cool is that you get a filter feature where you can actually search for communication. So if, for example, you remember that you need to respond back to Bob, you can actually do a quick search for Bob in here and it will pull up all the Bobs that are on there. So it's a quick way to be able to cycle through people that you want to find. You can also use the filter section to where you can have all chats and my chats. You can also create a new message by looking up a customer this way. So if someone hasn't been in the message section here, you can actually just start typing their name in and their information, and it will actually pull up their information record to where you can send a message. Now, up top, we have a conversations navigation panel. The first one is conversations. That's the tab that you're on. The next one is manual actions. If you have a workflow or a campaign that adds in a manual, like text message, for example, this is where they're going to show. So you would click on manual actions, and then it would show up right here to where you can send those one at a time. Next one is templates. One of the great things about conversations is you can have templates set up to where you can send out common messages that you may face for your business. For example, with your business, you may constantly get questions about the hours of operation or what specials you have or where you located or what's your website. All these different questions like that could be a very common question that you're constantly having to respond to. Well, with templates, you can pre-write text messages and also emails that are already written with the perfect response. As you get going with conversations, you can build up a ton of templates. You can overcome objections. This is one of my favorite things to do because you're just able to quickly respond to a lot of people. And when you've got a lot of marketing going on with hundreds of prospects, it's harder and harder to keep up. And so those templates are definitely something that can help you save time and get the right message to the right people. Now, over on top of the other side here, we have the contact record. So you can see at a glance their phone number, you can see their email, you can also add tags. So if you're talking with them and they say something that would require you to add in a tag, you can quickly add one right there. You can also opt out. So if a customer responds back with saying, hey, stop talking to me, you can quickly opt them out. You can also add them to active campaigns. So let's say you're talking with a customer and he says, yeah, send me more information. Well, maybe you have a campaign set up that can automatically send them a brochure or something along those lines. Down below, you can also set up an opportunity or schedule an appointment. So guys, this tab is absolutely wonderful to use in your business. It's a great way to see the overall conversations going on and be able to see all the back and forth with your customers. You can filter in by unread and be able to respond to people that are responding to you and send out bulk messages. So guys, get started with conversations and we'll talk to you soon.